Hello and welcome to your number one agric learning channel. No farmer, no nation. It is good to know that you're out there today again, and I'm glad to be here talking to you. Today, we are going to be looking at a very important topic, and we are looking at rural farming and the challenges of mechanization. Rural farming and the challenges of mechanization. Rural farming plays a pivotal role in ensuring food security in Nigeria. However, the sector continues to face numerous challenges, and one of the most significant is the lack of access to modern agricultural implements. This gap in mechanization has significantly reduced the productivity and efficiency of rural farmers, leading to lower food output across the country. There are many factors that is responsible for this issue that we are talking about. That's mechanization. Number one of them is the adherence to traditional farming methods. Many rural farmers remain attached to traditional methods of farming that have been passed down through generations. This cultural mindset often leads to resistance to the introduction of modern agricultural tools and techniques. These farmers perceive traditional methods as sufficient and are reluctant, to explore new approaches that could enhance productivity. They're adamant. I've been to a rural area to do to consult for a particular farm, and we introduced a new method, a better method, more efficient method. But the farmers, the local people, they were just adamant. They were nonchalant. They were actually not interested. That is adherence, to the traditional method of farming. The number two, we are talking about the high cost of modern farm implements. Some of these modern implements are expensive. The perception and reality of high cost associated with mechanized farming discourage many rural farmers for those with limited resources. Investing in modern machinery appears unaffordable for them, further entrenching the use of outdated farming methods because they believe they can't afford it, so they continue to do what they have been doing. Number three is the unaffordability of tools. Unaffordability of tools. I can tell you. Talking about what I know, there's a particular state in the southwest, very close to Lagos, that has only one tractor. That's the government has only one tractor to give out to farmers. I don't know how farmers will be able to make use of one serviceable tractors in a particular state. So these are some of the issues we are talking about. So a shocking reality is the unaffordability of modern agricultural tools in several states of Nigeria. Even where such implements are available, they are often out of reach for rural farmers due to high cost of logistical challenges in accessing them. Another factor that we can talk about is the government in action. The lack of significant government intervention has compounded the problem. While there have been promises and policies aimed at advancing agricultural practices, these often fail, to translate into tangible support for rural farmers. This lack of commitment suggests that the government may be paying lip service to the advancement of agriculture in the country. So what is the implication where there is no mechanization? What are the things that we may likely see? Number one, there will be reduced farm output and lower food production. And you know what that means. It means there will be increase in inflation in the price of food or agricultural products generally. Then number two, increased reliance on manual labor, which is time consuming and less efficient. Then another one is the inability to compete with agricultural industries in other countries that benefit from mechanization. So what is our take on this? What are the recommendations that we can give for improvement? So to address these challenges, the following measures should be considered. Number one, we should talk about awareness and training. Rural farmers need sensitization and education on the benefits of mechanization. Training programs can demonstrate this efficiency and cost effectiveness of modern farming methods. Then number two that we should talk about is the subsidies and financing. Subsidies and financing. The government should provide subsidies or affordable financing options for rural farmers to access modern implements. Then another thing that I would like to talk about, number three, is improved distribution channels. Improved distribution channels, establishing better distribution networks to ensure the availability of farm machinery in rural areas is critical, very, very important. And then another one that I'd like to talk about is the stronger government commitment, enough of lip service to agriculture. The government must prioritize agricultural mechanization as part of its broader strategy for food security. Concrete actions such as public-private partnerships can help bridge the gap. So as I conclude, let me say this: the challenges of mechanization in rural farming in Nigeria are significant but not unsurmountable. By addressing cultural barriers, financial constraints, and government inaction, the agricultural sector can witness transformative growth. For Nigeria to achieve food security and improve rural livelihoods, a concerted effort is needed to make modern farming tools accessible and affordable for all farmers. It is my wish, that our government will listen to what we are saying and they'll be able to amend where necessary so that there will be mechanization, real mechanization, especially in southwest Nigeria. Some states are good with it. Oyo State has quite a number of tractors, for farmers, but there are other states that do not really have much, and we are not producing much, and thereby contributing to high prices of food in Nigeria. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'm glad that you are still with us. God bless you. I wish to see you next time on this channel. Bye bye.